No Benny I swear.
Oh.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Ricardo?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina.
Here. Approval of meeting minutes from January 26, 2016.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call on approval of minutes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Amendments to the agenda.
I'd like to add an executive session to discuss personnel. We can do it after legislation.
Second.
Roll call on adding an executive session.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Okay, we will go into reports. Mayor?
Today was kind of hectic day for a little bit of everybody in this area. And Jamie's in the back too, so I don't know if he knows yet or not, but issue one, we had a special meeting today because Akron backed out on one of the big projects they had. So what that did was create project money available for the rest of us who applied for it. And so we'll have now our funding of it's a 1.7, almost $1.8 million project to do Nautilus, to finish Nautilus off from the bridge out to the entry here. So we got the money that we need for that at 100%. Twinsburg Township, which some of the stuff that we are liable for as far as in stuff in the JED, you got Haddon Road and Enterprise. So it was a pretty good day for the upper quadrant of Summit County. So
Oh, that's good.
we all like free money.
Yep.
That's it.
Thank you, Mayor. Law Director, no report. Mr. Esser?
Yes, we're finalizing California Street. We're going back and a little redesign to try to help lower the cost and bring it within a low budget to make sure that we move all the water down there. So that's in process. That should be completed and ready for bid by the end of the month. NTO Bridge, the plans are being, this is the rehabilitation of that. The plans are being finalized, they're being reviewed them, made some comments, ODOT's reviewing them. We should know probably within the next couple of weeks on a schedule when that repair will occur.
Are we looking at spring though on that?
Yes, probably, but they want to get in and get it done as quickly as possible, so I would, March, April, maybe get into some of the work and finish it early spring.
Okay. And there will be, you'll always maintain one lane on that,
Yes,
correct?
yes, it'll be set up the same way as they do the repair of the half size, set up signals, maintain the traffic over it, and then do the other half, so that's all workable. Where the crossings came back with a letter, they basically like it 3 foot off the curb, 4 foot sidewalk. We evaluate all the sidewalks in the community. 4 foot is a standard width that we've been using most of them. They want to go from mailbox to mailbox. They don't really want to come out all the way to Glenwood here because of most of the landscaping. So they're requesting, they're asking if they can do it, which is my decision. It's your decision. I would think we should be able to sneak a 4 foot out, at least to Glenwood.
They need to go to the walking path. We can't put a sidewalk in that people will not have direct access to that are walking on Glenwood.
Okay, well,
Can they go around it, Gene? Can they go behind? Instead of going through the front of the
landscape,
landscape, go behind the landscape?
I'll write it. I'll go look at it.
And then that way they don't have to pretty up the mess up their landscape, they could take it behind it.
Okay, let me evaluate.
It might cost them a few more dollars, but because of the
Could they also
landscape.
do a drawing so we can visualize what they're
Well,
trying to do?
there is a drawing out there. They just want to make minor modification of the drawing, but there is just the entry portion that they're, which I will evaluate and.
How many feet is that? How many feet is that?
That they're looking,
With that, where there'll be no sidewalk?
What, 30, 40?
Oh, probably about 100 foot of both sides.
100 feet?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
So that's quite a bit.
So you're gonna, all the people have a nice access all around the whole thing, and then they get it to the 100, and they gotta walk in the street for the first 100 foot.
yeah.
So that, yeah, I don't see that as being feasible. So, what you're saying that is good, remedy, we can advise.
I think it's possible to go behind it, maybe, all right.
Okay, so we'll resolve that, we'll get back to them on that. We're gonna talk about EPA or shall I just?
I don't know what to talk about the EPA about. I'm afraid to say 3 letters, EPA.
Okay,
I had to hear about it on the airplane home, by a guy sitting next to me complaining about the EPA.
okay, just so you know, I'm working with Sam Scafidi, we're doing a drawing here to remedy some of, they're requesting some cleanup of the area. We're going to propose a plan to the EPA to correct the situation and offer up a lot of the remaining land as a conservation easement. So we'll be responding to that in the next couple of weeks. So that's in process. And next meeting, Terry will be presenting the 2015 year-end report that we provide each year. And that is it.
Thank you, Gene. Okay, the Service Department report is on box. It's in 2 parts. There's the 2016 projects listed at the top, and then the contractor services listed below at the same page. Be sure everyone takes a look at it. Rec Center.
Well, it went up fast, but now we're on hold waiting for steel. That's been the issue. Steel should be getting here any time, and then as soon as it does, we can start moving ahead again. They're doing some framing work inside. They're working out a few changes in regards to the locker room to give us more storage space, and details like that, but we're on hold. They're promising they're going to have the steel here early next week, and that they're still on a time schedule that they will be able to catch up. But until that steel gets here, I don't think there's going to be a lot going on up there. That's pretty much it.
Thanks, Will.
Oh, renderings came in, by the way, for the pool area, and if anyone wants to see them, they are available.
Why aren't they going gung-ho on the existing building? I know you said they're doing some framing.
Well, until they get the roof on, and they can't put the roof on until the steel gets in.
They don't have, there's no electric and everything hooked
Yeah,
into the inside.
they can't enclose it until they get the steel.
You're talking about where the old snap was?
Yes.
Yeah, the electric. There was an issue with the electric right now, so they should have that probably ended this week. What is today? Tuesday, maybe by tomorrow, the electric will be in. And then they can start putting some heat and stuff in there, and they can start drywalling. But right now, somebody was tapping into their electric. So the inspectors wouldn't look at it until that was cleared up.
Right.
But the catch-up that's going to have to be done, I think, are in the other parts of the fitness center. And they just can't do anything until it's closed in.
Thanks, Will. Deborah?
I have for council some supporting documentation for ordinance 5 that you should have a box, and I believe I emailed it to you as well. A couple of you asked where the numbers came from for the appropriations, and so giving you the sheet on one side that has the more rudimentary budget that we very first put together when we started meeting about the potential for the rec center. And then the other side is what we actually turned in for when we received financing the first time through. So what I did was, generally I used the numbers from 2016 on this pro forma and took about 42% of that number and plugged it in based on that's how far we will be in the year rec center opens. So other than the payments for, the building as it's being built, and some of the other fees that go along with that, the inspector fees, and a couple other items that I had to add in, that's where those numbers came from. So it does not need to be passed by emergency. I think it could go to at least 2 readings. We already have the money for the second payout held over from last year, so it shouldn't be an issue if you want to take some time to review this. If you want to have a work session, I'd be happy to do that with you. If you want to just talk with me and share your whatever. I'm open
We
to
have,
whatever you wanna
Mayor
do.
and I have talked about getting
Okay.
a work session.
Okay.
Thank you,
That's all I
Deborah.
have. Yep.
Police chief, no report. Fire chief, no report. Architectural board of review,
There's no new report since last meeting, but I will mention again that we're back up to full strength, because we have a new member. Mike, what's your last name again?
Giardina.
Mike's joined, we're back up to 5 members, he's joined the architectural board review.
I wanna hear you say his last name.
You like how he did that? He saved me. Well, welcome aboard, we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Done.
thank you, sir. Planning and zoning,
Well, we met with Liberty Ledges and we talked to them about, getting in a secondary access road, for the, off of, Liberty Road up there, so still waiting for them to come back with an answer on it. I know that, Gene has some information with, he dealt with the park system today about, adding that road.
I was at the Metro Parks board meeting and with the developer, and we presented the plan. They're studying it now, and we'll get back to us hopefully in the next couple of days. The secondary access point. At least a 20-foot roadway going up to the cul-de-sac there.
Did he bring up about the trails too?
Yes, and that
Were
we
they
put in a
receptive?
1,600-foot trail that ties into the trail system, so yes, all that's in there. And I think that's probably very interested in working with us on that.
thank you again, Jim. Board of zoning appeals, no appeals. Finance,
Finance met today at 6:30. This meeting, we went through invoices. We recommended payments in the amount of $461,539.53, of which $270,000 of that was our portion of a property purchase in the JED, and the rest was ours. Our next meeting will be 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd at 6:30. That's it.
thank you, Tom. Cable, February 4th, I went to their regular Cable 9 meeting. Some interesting things going on with Cable 9. First off, what they're telling residents to do if your contract is at its 1-year mark or 2-year mark, whatever you had signed up for, and you get a significant jump in price, just give them a call, and usually after you get about 3 or 4 words out of your mouth, they're taking your price back down, and in some cases, they're actually going lower than what you were paying. So don't be afraid to call, just don't be nasty when you call. Another thing that's going on with cable is they do have the drone, and they had footage from Luminosity. It's pretty awesome to see what a drone can do at night on the square. They were walking through the crowd, and the tech was holding the drone, and then they let it take off, and it just kind of hovered over, and at the end it showed the fireworks in the background with the church on the square all lit up in white. Mr. Cole is going to get us a copy of that so that we can get it onto our website for everyone to see, since we do participate now in Luminosity. I think it'll be a positive for everyone. And our next meeting will be on March 3rd. Communications, Mark could not make it tonight. He asked me to let everyone know that the kicking off the app. We should have it in the 2 app stores in 4 to 6 weeks. Long-term community development, no report. Parks and Rec.
We got our first story time up at Heritage Hall. I was not able to be there, but I saw the pictures on the website, and it looked like they were enjoying themselves. And if the short time frame, you know, I think it'll gain momentum as more people learn about it. Our next meeting will be next Wednesday, the 26th, at 1 o'clock, oh, no, sorry. Our next meeting's next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, where we'll be talking about our next event that's coming up, the Easter egg hunt. And that'll be on March 26th at 1 o'clock.
Thank you, Mark. Records
No report.
and Jet.
No report.
Okay, ordinance 4/2016, an emergency ordinance to make appropriation adjustments for the 2016 village budget, second reading. Ordinance 5/2016, an emergency ordinance to make appropriation adjustments for the 2016 village budget, first reading. Resolution 8/2016, a resolution authorizing a $100 donation to the Twinsburg Vocal Music Booster, second reading. Resolution 13/2016, a resolution authorizing a $100 donation to the Twinsburg After Prom Committee, first reading. Resolution 14/2016, a resolution authorizing a $100 donation to the Aurora After Prom Committee, first reading. Resolution 15/2016, a resolution to accept the affirmation by the Civil Service Commission of the promotion of Steve Pagano to the position of full-time police officer with the Village of Reminderville, first reading.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss personnel.
Second?
Roll call on adjournment.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Condit.
Yes.
Deborah, I need you on this one.
Motion to reconvene?
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. DeCarlo,
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman,
Yes.
Mr. Condit,
Yes.
Mr. Molina.
Yes. Old business? Last meeting, we talked about the A&S animal control contract and the, what we wanted to do with Mr. Marsh. And Stacy had contacted Glenn, and we're looking for her. And according to Glenn, for the year, he had a total of 81 nuisance animal calls, including raccoons, skunks, possums, squirrels, snakes, groundhog, and muskrats, and 5 mice in the attic,
Oh.
for a total of 86. Basically, what we're doing with the A&S, as we discussed at the last meeting, was actually double paying for this service. A&S covers all our animal needs, whether it's dogs or cats at large, extra large roadkill removal, or dealing with a nuisance animal. So I would recommend at this time that we discontinue Glenn Marsh and stick with A&S for the animal control, but I'm open to hear what everybody else wants to do.
Well, we're pretty much stuck with the contract.
Glenn's retired too.
Yeah. He
So,
I
It's
just
not a big,
corrected it.
that's not a,
Perfect.
So
I
you guys
agree.
don't have to worry
I,
about it.
I just don't want you to, like, go through all this and find
We
out that
did
Glenn.
not know that.
Yeah,
Glenn-
sorry, that's new
Glenn said he's
information,
retired.
but,
Thanks for
yeah,
letting
so,
me know.
sorry, so that
That's all
way,
right. All right.
that's why I had that on my paper, sorry.
All right, good, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, any other old business? New business? New business?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Roll call on adjournment.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Yep.
George,